good question. Let's talk about why I left. Let's talk about why I'm back. Good to see you again. So this is not the channel that you probably expected to find this video on, but this is Bonus Benjy, where I'm just going to talk about, you've seen Zealandism, right? You know, he's got this second channel where he talks about other stuff and has the freedom to sort of express himself without the pressure of uploading to a main channel. It's kind of what this is. So welcome. And it felt like a better setting to have a personal conversation with people that are probably a little bit more dedicated and probably have a little bit more interest in me. So here we are. Hello. If that's you, then good. If you're here to find out why it all went wrong, then you're going to get some detail. FM25 didn't come out, did it? That was problematic. So that was the plan. FM25 was going to come out. I was excited to play it. I'd heard good things. And so, yeah, I was back for that. And the cycle of FM25 was me all over. I had plans, big plans of what I was going to do. And those plans didn't quite transition to doing another year of FM24 when I hadn't really done a full year of FM24. And so it's now left me at this position having taken a proper break. And I mean like a proper break. So I've taken breaks before and like had little moments away and felt like nothing had really changed and I'd come back and I'd be the same version of me. But actually, that's not what I'm trying to do this time around. Things are going to be different. And part of that is revolutionizing the way that I make YouTube videos. In 2014, and it was a long time ago now, I looked at the Football Manager landscape as it was then. You probably weren't watching then. Statistically, you definitely weren't watching then. And I saw there was gaps in the market that I could maybe get involved with and change the way that things happen. I was the first person to use a camera in YouTube content, so for Football Manager. So that was like a big thing at the time. And it's not a case of me looking at it now and thinking that like, oh, there's loads wrong with it and it all needs changing. Actually, no, it's not that. It's just where can I fit in? Where can I do things a little bit differently? And where can I find my niche within a niche, as it was back then? But Football Manager's mainstream now. There's like 20 million players. Like, it's different. Things are very, very different. And if I'm going to come back and just do like a regular Let's Play series, you're probably not going to watch it. Like Lelujo did a video not long ago talking about the fact that viewership patterns had changed and Let's Plays are dead. And well, he's right. And the reality is the Let's Plays that are still out there, you've kind of seen it, done it, know how it ends. And why would you keep watching that? I'm the same with Netflix, right? If I'm watching a Netflix series and I feel like the seasons are getting repetitive and I've kind of seen it all before, chances are at that point I tune out. And if it's another drama series or it's another crime series and I kind of know how it's going to start and how it's going to end, now I'm probably not even going to start watching it. Never mind get to episode 60. And that's kind of where Football Manager content's gone as well. Like, I've got a lot of love for Lelujo. I've got a lot of time for him. I've become friends with him since the FIFA World Cup. Not that I wasn't friends with him before. That sounds disrespectful. What I'm trying to say is that, like, if you're doing non-league to legend year on year, everyone knows how it starts, middles and ends. So yeah, the viewership for those series has kind of died out. And so if we're going to present that type of content, we've got to find ways to do it in different ways. And Tom and Luke and Clates have done some really good stuff at revolutionizing the way that people view content and watch content and enjoy content. And like, yeah, you've still got the old guard of second yellow card and Work the Space, right? And Zealand obviously fits in the middle of all of that somewhere. And there's a lot of good Football Manager content out there, but I'm not trying to make good Football Manager content. I'm trying to make great Football Manager content. And so that's the goal. Why shouldn't it be the goal? I also need to look at it and remember that the Salford story, the Glory Hunter, Thames, were just ideas that I had. I was throwing shit against the wall and hoping some of it stuck. And like, you just bought into some of that and loved some of that. And right, we could talk about Spal and Palmer and all the other series that I did that you remember most. Those series you took a bit of a gamble on, and well, so did I. And I look back as like, oh, they were really well produced, really great ideas. Well, if you didn't go for it, I'd have just binned it off like ABC or Central Park Rangers or many other saves that didn't quite go. Actually, Central Park Rangers still breaks my heart. But I just have to be realistic with like what I want, what I think the expectation from you should be as an audience. And I'm sure, again, I'm not going to pretend that there won't be a bit of like, is he coming back so he can off again? Or is he going to be back full time? Again, the intention is absolutely to be back full time and doing this. And in the run up to FM26, why wait? Start early. I've been playing a lot of Football Manager recently. I've been doing a Liverpool save that I've really been enjoying. I streamed it a little bit. I played a season with it. They were the greatest club side of all time. And now it's time to go back to the roots of something that I've done before, but ultimately, like, I'm going to have some fun with and not, again, take too seriously. And also, right, life changes. That's the bit that I think is worth touching on. Like, I'm about to have a 5-year-old son, not from birth. I mean, he's become 5, right? And some of you obviously will have followed the journey of Doug and the fact that he's a little lad that's grown up. And so my life during that time has changed a lot. The expectations that I have for me have changed a lot. And there's a lot of self-reflection that's gone on, and there's a lot of things that I would maybe have done differently in the past, but ultimately I've still got time to change those. And I've still got time to build something that I can be really, really proud of. And I like the plaque I've got that you can see up there is an indicator of something that went on, not something that's happening now. And I think I need to try and focus more on the things that are happening now and be a little bit more present in the moment. In the last few months, I've done a really good job at refocusing my attention on just that. And this is kind of where this comes into it. My mindset is fresh. I feel excited to do stuff. Again, I've been watching a lot of Football Manager content as a viewer opposed to a creator. And I think that really helps pinpoint where, again, I think I can make a splash. So ultimately, let's have some fun. I think anyone that's watched my Twitch streams in the last couple of weeks will see that I've come back with a bit of a renewed energy and actually a slightly different attitude. And I think that's really important because I think where I was before, it was not good. And I think you probably knew that. And the reasons for that are not really obvious. They are kind of nuanced. And ultimately, right, I was the first person to be as full-time in this profession doing Football Manager. Like no one else had been there, and I think I got there probably at a point where I didn't quite expect, and then expectations changed, and then you just kind of get to a point where I've done the same thing for a long time and I need a little bit of variation, or at least a proper break. And now I really feel like I've had a proper break. But as I said, the intention was always to come back, so here I am. So what now? Well, on my main channel, DoctorBenjy FM, there will be a video going up very soon talking about the new save that I'm doing, but I'll give you a little taste of it here just so you can get ahead of the game ever so slightly. I'm taking over my local side, Great Yarmouth Town. Now, I've done a save with Great Yarmouth once before, but this is Great Yarmouth with, well, a bit of a twist. My dad is the owner of the club. He's a bit of a local legend in Great Yarmouth. So he's bought the club. I've been instilled as manager. My son's in the academy. And, well, made a few phone calls, didn't I? Brought a few boys in that can hopefully, you know, get us a little bit of a fun start. Listen, don't be telling the main channel about this, all right? This video comes out tomorrow. So just keep this between us and, you know, don't tell everybody. So Danny Graham's here. He's got very good mental attributes. Not great physical ones, but can still finish. He's way too good for this league. But when DoctorBenjy makes the call, Danny Graham answers. Michael Caine from the Spal Adventures, he's here. Michael Emery, who was part of the original Thames boys, you know, had a few phone calls with him. He's a player coach, goalkeeper. He's not great. Tom Manship, I mean, look at that face. How can no one love that face? I mean, everybody loves that face, right? We love that face. And then you think we could do this save without Andy Tannoy dictating things from the middle? Oh, obviously not. It's going to be on twitch.tv/DoctorBenjy, which is where I do all my live streaming. And then the way I'm going to upload videos to the main channel, and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do this, is almost going to be like a documentary style, looking back at what happened in those streams, opposed to it just being stream highlights. Because I think stream highlights are a bit boring. So it's going to sort of be done in a way where we look back together at what you've all missed on Twitch, and then either there'll be like seasonal updates, or if big moments happen, then obviously we'll probably cover those as well. It's going to be a different way to showcase a tier 10 save in ways that I think move with the times of Football Manager content. So I think we're all happy with that. Listen, the proof will be in the pudding. I need to make sure those videos are good. Hopefully you're going to give them a chance and watch them. But of course, come and watch it live. Stay up to date over on Twitch as well. And yeah, we'll all have a lovely time. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter, get in the Discord, all that sort of stuff to keep a track of what's going on with a little behind the scenes bits and pieces. And I'm really looking forward to it. Like, I genuinely am. And hopefully this channel becomes a place, a little bit of a safe escape. We'll talk about some football opinions, maybe some world things that go on. Maybe you've got some questions in the comment section, and maybe one of those questions actually leads to the next video on this channel. So any questions you might have down in the comment section, leave them there, and it might just turn itself into a video just like this. So get involved. We're gonna have a sense of community again, because I fucking missed that. There, I said it. I'll do a little bit of swearing on this channel as well, because why not? All right, thanks for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.